Okay, Bob Wallace, you did a great job with this particular triad. We looked at a few more aspects of it today, which was how to make a sus4. That's to raise the third to a fourth. You could call this a 6, an A6 to raise the fifth to a sixth, and then an add 9 would raise the octave to a ninth. And all these I mentioned are the consonances, and they kind of end up on axis together, on axis. And if you go up one step higher, you get the dissonances. You combine them, especially in open position on the E. I like to go on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, but you can do linear. And that goes for this triad anywhere you put it. We also looked at escape tones, the octave escaping down, the something trick. Now it's a dominant 7. Or the fifth escaping up, augmented, sixth, dominant 7. I like that one a little better. Okay, so those are some of the additional permutations of that. And then you asked about how it's constructed, or what this was. So I just reviewed 7th chord construction briefly on the first string. So a major triad on E is E, G sharp, and B. 1, 3, 5. If you add a major 7th to it, that's the major 7th chord. Okay, it's a major triad and a major 7th. The dominant 7th is a clash. It's a major triad clashing with a minor 7th interval. Again, this isn't played this way often, it's just demonstrated that way. The minor 7th is minor throughout. Minor triad, minor 7th. And that's impossible to play basically in that shape. So you can just play this. Actually, it's more useful to play major 7, dominant 7, minor 7 there, and to make sure those are 100%. So we moved on then to the D shape, which is voices, 5, 1, 3. You want to make it major, minor, major, diminished, major, augmented. Then you want to sus the 4 and sus the 2. Okay, then you want to escape tone the octave. Major 7, dominant 7, 6. And then you want to play the doo-wop and the pop. So the doo-wop will go 1, 1, 6, 4, 5, 1, 6, 4, 5. And as I mentioned, the 4 almost invariably goes up to 5 in this type of progression, but it's good to focus on, it's good to work on both. And then the pop progression, 1, 5, 6, 4, 1, 5, 6, 4. And then the tunes to work out on your own were One of These Days, key of A, and Simple Twist of Fate, key of E. Simple Twist of Fate uses the minor 4, it uses the escape tone on the 1 chord. And then One of These Days uses a minor 5, a major 2, and I think those are the only borrowed chords in that tune. All right, bud, have fun.